Hey there, everyone. Well, I really hope you guys still been doing well. So tonight I wanted to talk about one of the other pins that I got in that kind of lot of pins that I decided to order with that money. Like I said in my last pin review, that I think I bought. I don't know if I bought 5 pins, maybe I think I bought 4 pins at that point, and so far I can say this much is so far I've not regretted any of those pins. So far I've really liked all of them, but I'm want to do, videos, after now that I've used each of them for so long, and then I can go back and give you a better review, now that I would have had them and used them this long. Yeah, either 4 or 5 pins. I just want to be sure I remembered right. But this one was one I wanted for actually quite a while, and I'm really extremely glad I got it. So this one is from Faber-Castell, and it's the Emotion model. And I was really actually, since my budget wasn't, so limited, because I had that check for my Christmas or birthday or whatever it was. I wish I remembered. I think it might have been, no, it would have been Christmas. So I'm sorry, I'm rambling everywhere tonight. But anyway, and it was Christmas money. Yeah, I believe. Yeah, it was. So anyway, and I was thinking at first I would go with the Faber-Castell Basic or the Loom model. So either of those, that's what I was initially was thinking I would end up with. But I saw this one looking up the brand on Amazon, which I know is like, why, but I have the app, so it made it easy to kind of look around. And I think it was also because they had the nib size I want, which I got the broad nib, because I'm more of a fan of if it's a round tipped nib, then I want it to be broad, and then or up to. I've not had a triple broad yet. I do want to find one day, but just any pin, um but yeah, so I'm I'm gonna go with the broad, no matter what the um, area that the pin is made, since that's a big factor. Anyway, all that aside, and I fell in love with this pear wood, um, on this barrel of it. It's just, I thought it was just gorgeous, and then I noticed how it has like I don't think it's a spring loaded, but it's just a really well thought out clip. And yeah, so I really just fell in love with it at that point. And then this is the box. It's just the regular fare. And also, because it's not from, because when you start getting into the other end of the brand, this is the middle to low end that are branded Faber-Castell. But if you get into the Groff van Faber-Castell, you're starting to get into like the price ranges of, hundreds. So you're already in the price ranges that are like, Pelicans or Auroras or Mont Blanc level price, and I certainly wasn't going to blow all my money like that. Sorry. And yeah, so this is the box. It's just the regular thing, and it's just it says it's the polished wood, and then you have one of these ones, and then they give you your direction. And this one, they don't supply a cartridge with it, but that's okay, because it did come with a converter, which is a huge plus. I mean, I think we all can roast the new Parker 51, because I obviously wasn't going to buy one. I've got really great vintage ones, and you know, and they don't even come with the converter that I saw. So that's why I'm really big fan anyway. So that's pretty much that. And I got the broad nib, like I said. And even though the nib on this one is sort of like just the one that's on the others that they make, I found that this grip section has enough enough girth to it that it's, even though it's a hefty pen, I think a lot of the weight comes from the cap though, and you can put it there and it's secure, but it just it feels like an anvil on the back to me, which that's not a problem. That's just something about it. But yeah, and it's just a regular, I think it takes standard international. That's what it looks like. And it's just a regular converter that says Faber-Castell on it. And, but yeah, it's just a really great riding experience. First off, its nib is brilliant. I really suggest, if you've never tried a pen from Faber-Castell and you at least get the basic one with the size that you prefer, I don't think you could go wrong. I've been nothing but happy with this. I think I used to write some journal entries and stuff with it because it's just, it's wonderful. And one thing that's so unique to it, I'm just going to go feel this again just to make sure I describe it really well. So it's like the way that this one writes is it's effortless. For first off, I mean, it's one of the ones where you can just touch it and it writes, which is fabulous. And it also, it has the most unique feedback to the feeling probably ever. It's like, it's not even a toothiness, it's a feedback. I mean, because I own two Auroras right now, and they both have more of like a toothiness to it, and which is fine. I'm not the type of person where I totally dislike having that, but this is kind of a breath of fresh air because it gives you a little bit, but it's that smooth and it's that feel, and it's kind of, I've only felt it with this brand, and yeah. So anyway, I think that's pretty much everything that's on my face, and I will see you when I do the writing sample. Okay guys, so here we go with the writing sample. So we have the Faber-Castell. This is the Emotion model. With the broad nib. And before I go on, I forgot to mention that, so for tonight I'm on 52 gram Tomoe River paper. My other writing samples have been on the 80 gram Rhodia, but this seems to still feel quite good. I don't feel too much difference in that nice feel of this nib. And then I have, for my ink in this, I have Mont Blanc, Toffee Brown. Which it's kind of become one of my most favorite browns I have, honestly. Or I should say one of my favorite not noodler browns. I really like the regular Noodler brown and the Noodler's Rome Burning. It's pretty nice, but I have to wash the pen out a little more frequently with those, but that's just what those are. And then if it flexes or not. Not really. This nib's pretty much a nail, but I think that's just what it's meant to be, and that's perfectly okay. That's what it is, but the feel of it so well, it doesn't really matter. I mean, maybe there was a little bit of variation there, but that's kind of pushing it right there. Yeah, I mean, there's some. Maybe it gets about twice as thick, but it's definitely feels more like that. I take back what I said. Maybe it's not totally a nail, but it's not meant to flex, obviously. The wetness and flow. Seems very good. That's pretty generous amount of ink there, so that works well. The smear test. Oh yeah, it puts plenty of ink down. I really like how flow of this is. It's excellent. And with this broad, it really accentuates that pretty good. Actually, I bet this isn't even dry yet. Yeah, not totally. And reverse. It's dry, but I call that an extra fine. Or a super extra fine. It'll do it. So that's kind of neat. I've not had one in my collection do that, at least not yet. And the final part is we'll just see how the feed works doing the pure Gustafson test. Very, very good. Absolutely brilliant. They're actually, I'd say the only other one that did that good was that last pen, the Benu. So anyway, guys, I hope that you enjoyed seeing it work, and I will see you. And I really hope you have a good one.